Good morning, guys. Hope everyone has slept well. You know, yeah. So, uh, uh, I'm going to talk about what the pain point of most of the crypto startups they are going through as now. Right? Not only crypto startups, but every other startups because the market is like witnessing a slowdown because of back-to-back things which are like pandemic, the war, right, and the ever-growing inflation, right? So how to sustain in this market, how to build the right products and impress the VC to get the funding and get going, right? So without wasting any further time, I'll start with my presentation. So let me first tell you about what is Amesten. Amesten Capital is basically one of the India's fastest growing fund, and now we are going to expand ourselves in Southeast Asia. Okay, and what we do is basically we invest in simple and yet powerful consumer-facing Web3 projects. Okay, and we are chain and sector agnostic. Okay, we are like we invest everywhere. We don't have like any favorite chain or something, but you know and these are some of our partners. We work very closely with Polygon, Binance, Smart Chain, Tezos, some exchanges, some market makers, some cloud service providers, and payroll service providers as well. Right? This is some of our portfolio companies. Okay, in the fund one, we have invested so far in 25 plus startups, and for the fund two, we have raised around $9 million, and our focus for that fund will be infrastructure and gaming projects. So that was a quick introduction. Okay, and let's come to the topic, right? The things you should consider during fundraising in this market. First thing is work on a solid idea and a sustainable business plan, right? This is the time where you can think on how you can offer a unique selling point in whatever you are doing, right? Because what happens in bull market, the things are so fast that it's very difficult to catch on things, right? So this is one of the best time. Like everyone in the ecosystem is always telling bear market is for building, right? So this is the right time. So you have to come with a solid idea, right, which will actually work in the next cycle or maybe the cycles to come. And what one problem we are seeing in a lot of crypto startups is basically they don't have a sustainable business plan. They run out of money very soon because of the things which are very expensive, like exchange listing and everything. But a lot of people don't have a sustainable business plan. And once you have a sustainable business plan, you became like self-sustaining, and that will actually take you guys forward. And the second thing is, whatever happens, even though the funding is not there, like take for example, if you are like planning to raise the funds in this quarter itself, but due to the reasons outside, the conditions outside, you are not able to raise it. One thing you should never stop is keep building. You have to keep building whatsoever, and you have to show continuous growth, from idea stage to MVP, from MVP to a beta product, from a beta product to alpha product, launch it with small community, but always show growth. What happens is basically you show your perseverance, and that impresses a lot of VCs, right? Because they see that you are here, and despite of all the challenges, you're just building and showing growth. Okay, one of the best hacks which I personally did, is basically collaborating with strategic partners and leveraging their network, right? So Amesten Capital also was born in like September 2018. One of the last bear market. Okay, so we had our own challenges, raising capital for ourselves and taking things forward. So I leveraged my network where I was working with CoinDCX, India's largest exchange, right? So I leveraged their network. I partnered with them. I partnered with AWS, So what happens when you partner with such big names, you build credibility, you build good relations, okay, which will help you to take things forward. Okay, so always look for strategic partners. Just don't partner with anyone just for the namesake of it. Partner with right people who will take you in the right direction. That is very, very important. This is one thing which is missing a lot, yeah. Because people just partner for the namesake of partnering, just for announcement or something, but it doesn't transfers into something. So look for strategic partners, because the partner you are going to select now, okay, if they are sustainable and they are building something for long term, they will take you also ahead with you. Okay, and one thing is basically you have to stay motivated and optimistic. Stay away from the sound where the mainstream media is shouting that Bitcoin is dead or the crypto market is dead. It's the biggest funding winter we are witnessing. All this kind of news articles or something is basically it's basically sensationalism. They just want hits on their website and everything. So you have to stay motivated. And as a leader, as a founder, if you are not optimistic or motivated, you will start losing confidence in your team, right? And your team will maybe move on to some other project or do something else, right? So it's very, very important to stay motivated. Like I can see, like it's morning 9 a.m. and I can see a lot of people coming in, right? That's the spirit. And the second thing is, build a team who believes in your vision. It's very important because let's take an example. If there is a project coming to me and they are telling that we want to raise funds because we want to hire more people, and they are telling that the developers are so expensive, the marketing guys are so expensive, they take so much money and everything, so we need to have a good runway to pay their salaries. But in this market, especially in bear market, it's very, because of valuation, VC also will ask for a valuation cut. So you should also look for employees who are very talented, but at the same time who believe in your vision, right? Because if they are not believing in your vision, tomorrow some other startup might come up, or other project might come up and pay them a higher salary and take away from you, right? So you will always like face this talent problem, so you have to build a team who believes in your vision. They understand that the pay may be low right now, but the future is going to be good, right? So build a team who believes. And one problem a lot of startups does in crypto is basically they raise the seed capital, the private capital, and the public capital all at once go. That might not be a good thing in this market, because fun thing is that you won't be able to get a good valuation at each round, okay, which is possible in bull market. At this point of time, if you raise like 200, 300K or 500K at a seed round, and like post that if you go for a higher valuation in the next round, public are going to ask you for a valuation cut, okay? This is VC's market. They will ask for discount, okay? So what is the best thing to do is start small, raise a small seed or a pre-seed round at a very low valuation, use that money, build something, then go for the next round, again use that money, build something, and go for the next round. So what happens, the load doesn't come at all at once, and you can actually build and raise at the same time, right? A lot of people don't do it. What I have seen, a common practice is basically people will raise some money, okay, and continue to raise without focusing on the community, without focusing on the product. This is not a good practice. Always like have both the things going on, right? Or divide work again among the team, right? Like one can only focus on the fundraising, one can focus on the community and the product and all these things. Okay, so go small, round by round. And one thing is basically when I say stay in touch, a lot of people do, but the problem is, let's take an example. If like someone is pitching, the first call is done, right? We go through our DD, we do our research and everything, and we have a second call with our doubts and everything. And from that day, the founder of the team is basically, when Shaft, when should I send Shaft? When should I, send you the address for sending the money and everything? But that is, of course, one way of following up and, getting updates like what's happening, because you don't want to lose out on the opportunity. You have expressed, like you have just explained your idea, they have expressed interest, it's right time, to raise the capital and everything. So in that hurriness, we always forget that, the communication, what you are going to put over there may not come in a good way. So whenever basically you are following with a VC for a Shaft or a capital or something, always go with some updates, right? Show some growth. You can tell them, that okay, we are partnered with such community, or we are partnered with such project, and this is what the plan is. This is the blog link. Go through it. Give regular updates, or maybe okay, we just released this feature. Check out, and once you check out, let us know what the feedback is, right? And yeah, once that communication starts, and they will be amazed to see it, and then you can plug in the thing that okay, we are actually closing the round soon, and we'll love to see how it goes further. So yeah, as we said that we are already funding startups, right? But we have a very strict due diligence process. So I and my partner will be around. Okay, we are here to listen to your amazing ideas. Okay, and also like give a feedback on it. Even if we are not funding it, we'll be always there to help you out. So go to market strategies is something we specialize in, right? So if you see that there's any doubt or something, please feel free to approach us. We'll be around. See you guys soon. Thank you.